there, it's Lisa from lisamw.com. Hello again to you. So today I thought I would make a little video about working with your guides and teachers in spirit from a place of sovereignty. One of the things that I noticed early on in my work, where I bring through the wisdom of guides and teachers in spirit, is that people think that they are all knowing. They kind of are. And that you must do everything they tell you to do. Like it's some force and you have no choice to ignore the guidance or any of that. And I'm here to tell you that you are fully welcome to disregard any guidance that your guides and teachers give you, because you have free will. So just because they say it so, doesn't mean you have to do it. You can choose to do it. And I talk about choice a lot, but you can choose to do it, right? Because in that way, you are sort of aligning with them on, yes, let's go down this path. So let me tell you a little bit about how I sort of found out about this. Early on, I offered something called email coaching with your guides and teachers in spirit. I thought it was a great idea. People could write, and every week I would like bring through a guided message for them, specifically for them, and they could work with the information that came through during the week. So like each week they get channeled guidance, and then they can work with me to implement it. So I did this, and I noticed that I would get emails from people saying, what do the guides think I should do about this? Or what do the guides say about blah, blah, blah? And it very much became about outsourcing their inner knowing to their guides and teachers. And there's nothing wrong with asking, what do the guides think? That's fine. But when every move you make has to be validated or affirmed against your guides and teachers, you're not working in sovereignty. Okay, you are giving your authority over to them. And they don't want that. They really don't want that. And you don't want that because it really impacts your ability to tune into what your inner knowing is, right? If you're constantly asking someone, what should I do? What should I do? What should I do? How do you ever know what you truly feel about it? And so I was like, oh no, this is not working out the way I had intended. And I would gently push back like, well, what do you feel about this? Or what's your thought about what's going on? And they did not want to step into that knowing and that sovereignty. They didn't. And that's not a client I work well with. In fact, when I coach people with their business and working to get aligned in their business, if they keep asking, well, what do you think I should do? Or what do my guides say I should do? That's not a good fit, because what I do is bring the guidance through. We look at it together. Then they decide, I would like to move forward with this and this and this, and I support that. So I will always support your sovereignty and your knowing. That's just really important to me. So when you work with guides and teachers in spirit, first off, it's perfectly okay, and it's even encouraged for you to ask for help, because they kind of can't intervene unless you specifically ask, because, free will, right, means that you have to choose into it. That's really one of the reasons why intuitive information is so subtle, because you have to choose into it. And because if it was like, you're driving down the street and a big like ghost appeared and said, well, you need to do this, well, then you would do it, right? And that would kind of abrogate your free will. We don't want that, and they don't want that. So that's why when you work with guides and teachers in spirit, you really want to own your own sovereignty. Like, yes, I will receive this information. I will see what resonates. I will see what doesn't resonate, because sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you're not ready to hear what they are saying. And then take action on what really resonates. Move forward with that information. But if you keep outsourcing it, that's not going to work well for you, and you really will never learn how to do it on your own. I routinely go by my inner knowing. If something's hinky, I got to pay attention to that. I have to pay attention to that. And I can ask my guides and teachers like, yo, this is a hinky thing going on. What is that about? And they may give me more information. But it starts with me being willing to acknowledge the hinkiness that exists within my inner knowing. So remember that when you work with your guides and teachers, and I'll talk about this again because I'll give you some more background on working with them, what that's like, what's, what you can get out of it, what not to expect. But when you work with your guides and teachers, they're your partner, right? They're not your senior. They're your partner. They've lived an incarnate life. They've been in a physical body. Part of their work, their evolution, is to assist you with yours. So, kind of like a mentor who is working toward their PhD. So part of that work involves helping others who come behind them to address, adjust, whatever, right? So that they don't make the same mistakes, okay? So it's their full work and mission to support and help you. Ask for the support, right? Own your sovereignty, very important. And you hold on to your inner knowing. And then look at what comes through and take action on that. I talk about that a lot too. After a while, you're going to hear me say the same things in about 14 different ways because it's so important. It's really, really important how you work with your own inner knowing and from a place of sovereignty again, and not allowing someone to come in and take that. So, and I want to tell you that even those of us who are willing and able to be in sovereign places with guides and teachers can lose that sometimes. When I first started working with Prince in 2016, oh Lord, if Prince said it, I did it, because he was very forceful in his divine energy, and I trusted him, so I did it. But I really was doing it from a place of, ooh, Prince said to do it. And my friend, Angela, thank you, my friend said to me one day, why are you letting him lead the show? He's your partner, or he's one of your guest stars in the show, but you're the star. You're the one that's here to bring these messages through. Why are you giving that over to him? And I was like, why am I doing that? Holy cow. I had no idea because I was so enthralled with connecting with him in that way. And that all of the things that he had helped me with had brought forward such beauty and such expansion that I felt like that was the way to do it. And so I kind of said to him, dude, can I be on stage and you be in the background? And he was like, hello, I've been waiting for you to do that. And so that's kind of how we work together now, is that it's much more an integrated energy. I know when he has something to say, I think about it. And I generally, if he pushes me in a certain direction, I generally go forward with it. But that going forward comes from Lisa says that this is the best pathway to go because I've run it through my inner knowing, instead of just oh, Prince says it, so go do it. That's not the way to work. But I just wanted to show you that even when you're aware of these things, sometimes you can get caught up in it. So if that's happening to you, it's not a bad thing. Now it's an awareness. How do I work with my guides and teachers as a partner? As a partner. So, they can be like your board of directors and they can say, this is a cool thing, that's a cool thing. Always up to you to say, yes, I choose into that. Just as you would with the board of directors. Yes, this investment seems good, let's go forward. No, that one, not quite at this time. And the cool thing about it is that your guides do not care whether you say yes or no. They don't care. There's no, oh my God, she said no to that, so we're not telling her anything anymore. No, that's not how it goes at all. They're like, okay, that's not a fit right now. All right, well, we'll put that on the back burner. Maybe it'll come back. If it's something really important that really impacts your soul and your ability to do your work in this lifetime, or there's a lesson to it, Trust me, they'll get the message through to you. You're not going to miss anything. I promise that you won't. But remember that you get to choose in. That's the message for today. You get to choose in or out. It's entirely up to you. Down below, you'll see the little subscribe link. I would love it if you subscribed. I'll be doing more videos about all kinds of woo-related things, and not just political things, but woo and politics and whatever else. And because I have studied this and lived it for a long time, and I do it in such a very practical way that I find it really resonates with a lot of people, and so I want to share that with you. So click subscribe down below. Thank you for doing that, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Lisa out. Or not.